Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the last time we are going to be hearing this intro on the channel, man, ever. We are here to the season finale, the series finale of Game of Thrones, man, and it's fucking bittersweet. Last week's episode, we all know what happened. You guys know I enjoyed the episode. I liked it, man. So far, I've enjoyed season 8. Could there have been improvements? Yes. Would I have wrote it differently? Yes. Did I still enjoy it as a TV episode and as entertainment? Fuck yes, man. It was fucking great. Now, that being said, I stated this in my last reaction. I know the title of this one is called The Iron Throne. By the end of this episode, I'm assuming we will have one person sitting on the Iron Throne. Who is that gonna be? Jon, Daenerys? It's gotta be one of those two. Maybe both. Bro, the thing is, I said this in my last reaction, man. After last week, after what Daenerys did, after what, you know, went down, I really do think it's gonna be the North versus her. Maybe Jon and them turn on her, start fighting her. But I mean, fuck, man. I don't know. This is Game of Thrones. We're not gonna have a happy ending. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for that because, dude, I want a happy ending, but it's just, I know it's not gonna happen. I have no idea what to expect going into this. You guys know this show has become one of my favorite shows of all time. It's in my top 3 for sure. And I'm excited to see this episode. I'm excited to see how we wrap things up. If you guys don't know, I am doing a live stream the day this goes up on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, the live stream already happened. I will probably have uploaded highlights or will be uploading highlights of it to YouTube. If you're watching this on Patreon the morning of, we will be doing a live stream on tonight, this Saturday. What's the date this Saturday? The 16th of April, around 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. PST, a Game of Thrones live stream where we talk, discuss, and all that stuff. But regardless, guys, I'm here for this fucking episode. I'm here for the series finale of Game of Thrones, and I'm ready for it, man. I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this episode. Dude, it's been a long time coming. We started this November of 2020? I think so. Somebody can confirm. I'll probably have confirmed by now, by the time this goes up myself, but I think November of 2020 is when we started Game of Thrones, and here we are, fucking April of 2022. It's been one hell of a ride. I'm glad I stuck to one a week. I know a lot of people wanted me to, you know, do at least 2 a week for this, but the show's been fucking fantastic, and I don't like to rush through shows, and I definitely look forward to this every single week, man. Now, I'll state right now, once again, we are starting Breaking Bad after this. The first 2 reactions are already up on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube. But man, it's going to feel weird not having Game of Thrones week to week, but let's enjoy this while we can, man. I don't think I talked last week either about Cersei and Jaime dying. I can't remember if I mentioned it. I mean, for Jaime's character, if he was gonna die, I mean, protecting Cersei, not protecting, but trying to save her and her baby was a good ending for him, I feel like. Cersei, fuck that bitch. I don't feel bad for her at all. I know they tried to humanize her at the end there. I didn't feel bad for her at all. I felt bad for her during the shame walk. I gave her my empathy and whatnot, and she just proved time and time again she's not a person that deserves it, so fuck that bitch. This episode right here, I mean, again, I feel like the North is going to be fighting Daenerys, but it could just be a wrap-up episode, you know, where Daenerys takes power and whatnot. I don't know. Fuck. I'm nervous, man. I really am. Oh, bro, Tyrion's going to turn on her too, man. I feel like everybody is except for Grey Worm and like the Dothraki, you know, her OGs. Everybody else I feel like will. Or has, you know. God. Man, dude, this is shitty as fuck. Bro, like, seeing this scene, all I'm thinking about is fucking Obi-Wan to Anakin. He's like, you were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. You know what I mean? It's like she was supposed to destroy people that do this type of shit, not become it. You know, she became the thing she swore to destroy.
It is not over until the Queen's enemies are defeated.
How much more defeated do you want them to be? They're on their knees.
They are breathing.
Look around you, friend. We won.
I obey my Queen's commands, not yours.
And what are the Queen's commands?
kill all who follow Cersei Lannister.
Did she give that command prior to prior to this attack? Because Jon didn't know about that. Grey Worm didn't look too surprised when she started attacking on the dragon before. Bro, I know Grey Worm. They're gonna do it. Yep. Bro, I know Grey Worm's just got fucking revenge on his mind. He wants to kill any Lannister person, bro, just because of what happened to Miss Sunday, you know, if she didn't die, I think maybe it would have been different in that situation. Maybe he wouldn't have thrown the spear last episode. Maybe he wouldn't have, you know, had a little conflict with Jon right there, bro. It's just, I can understand why people took the path they did with the tension that's here, the stress, and the losses that happened and everything. You got to remember Grey Worm, you know, he lost the only person he cared about, the only thing that brought fear to him. So I can see why he's acting like this, and everything with Daenerys I explained the last episode, man. It sucks. I can understand it, but is Tyrion going down here to see if Jaime made it out, maybe? Is he going down the steps? Man, I mean, I guess technically we didn't see Jaime and Cersei die, right? This is Game of Thrones at the end of the day. Maybe they somehow survived, but with everything how it looked with the shit collapsing and then the cut, I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, there's our confirmation. It hits me a little bit for Jaime, man. It does. It does. I'm unhappy with the decision he made, but I get why he made the decision. Tyrion tried, man. He tried to save Jaime. He did. He tried. You know, Jaime made his decision. You know that sadness is solely for Jaime too, man, and maybe the unborn baby. Dude, seeing Jaime like that, man, it's still sad as fuck. Like, this is so depressing. Dude, I wonder how different things would have been if Jon would have just returned the love last episode, man. Like, I get their relatives and shit, but you know, at the end of the day, Jon loves her. He's in love with her. You know? Dude, I feel bad for Jon, man. This dude's fought war after war after war, and from the Wall to the White Walkers to here, and it's like every time he fights one, it's like he wins, but he wins the fight, but he doesn't win. You know what I mean? It's always a shitty outcome. That was a dope shot, kind of like the wings, like the wings were hers. That was cool. She's still got a lot of her army left. Grey Worm's been loyal. Damn. In charge of the Unsullied and the Dothraki. That's the most... Motherfuckers just do. That's the most excitement you gonna get from them. And you kind of killed them all. I wouldn't say freed them, you killed them all. Is she gonna keep expanding? Past Westeros? I thought this was all she wanted. She's gonna go to Dorne too? Didn't they pledge their support to her? Bro, I feel like this is like her whole plan was originally just to come to Westeros. She wanted to rule it because this is where she was originally from. Why the fuck are we expanding? Not only that, but like, what the fuck you mean free these people, bitch? You killed them all. Fuck, man. Dude, I didn't expect to have this type of speech from her.
I freed my brother. And you slaughtered a city.
Yeah. Damn, Tyrion's gonna die. Oh, fuck, man. I don't blame him. I mean, the whole reason he chose to be with her is because of what she stood for, and it's like, she completely flipped on it, you know? Not only did she fucking destroy this city, but she's gonna go destroy all the other ones essentially too, to free them, right? This sucks because she's like she is the most powerful, you know what I mean? Like, what does Jon do? Even the North, I don't think could beat her with the dragon and Unsullied and shit. Fuck, man! God, bro, like, dude, man, this shit's so shitty, bro. It's like, she shouldn't have done what she did. It's like, dude.
She's everyone's queen now.
Try telling Sansa.
Dude, don't even get me started on Sansa, bro. I'm not gonna lie, what they did with Sansa's character has made me hate her. If Jon would have said he loved her last episode, because he does, then things would be different. If Sansa didn't treat her like shit, things would be different. If Daenerys would have fucking listened to the bells and not burned the city, things would have been different. Every character just, the decisions that were made.
I betrayed my queen.
You didn't.
I did.
By telling
I'll
Varys.
do it again now that I've seen what I've seen. I chose my fate. The people of King's Landing did not.
I respect Tyrion, man.
The war is over now.
Is it?
She's gonna expand. It's not over. She literally said it's
When
not.
you heard her talking to her soldiers, did she sound like someone who's done fighting?
She liberated the people of Slavers Bay. She liberated the people of King's Landing. And she'll go on liberating.
Slavers
until the
Bay
people
was
of the world
different.
are free.
King's Landing, she didn't liberate them, she
rules
killed
them
them.
all.
And you've been by her side, counseling her. Until today.
Until today.
It's because Slavers Bay was not liberated. I mean, Slavers Bay was liberated, whereas King's Landing was fucking slaughtered.
When she crucified hundreds of Myronese nobles, who could argue they were evil men? The Dothraki carls she burned alive, they would have done worse to her. Everywhere she goes, evil men die, and we cheer her for it.
Dude, this situation is different than all that stuff that happened back then, though. Like, this is the one situation that's, like, really, really fucked, man. The other ones I could understand and whatnot. This one is just like, no. I need a Game of Thrones what if Jon said he loved her that episode.
You've tried to protect people. Who is the greatest threat to the people now?
Damn, is he saying to kill her? Bro, I don't know if Jon could do that. Even if he does, all her armies still, bro.
I'm sorry it came to this.
Man, they've known each other for a long time since season 1, bro. Remember the ride to the wall they had? A little conversation they had there? Fuck.
And your sisters.
They'll be
You see
executed.
them bending the knee. Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? Because she doesn't want Dany to be queen.
She doesn't get to choose.
No. But you do.
She's gonna do everything in her power to make sure she's not, though. I mean, Sansa high-key committed treason by, you know, telling Tyrion that, because Jon was king in the north then, and he made her promise not to tell, so she committed treason by telling him that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this pissed me off because it's so many characters' fault, bro. Like, it's Daenerys' fault for doing it and snapping and taking out the city. I don't really, I wouldn't say it's Jon's fault because he didn't say he loved her, but, you know, that definitely would have changed things. Granted, I'm not blaming him because I feel like that's not something that he should be blamed for. It's Sansa's fault for, you know, telling Tyrion that shit. It's Tyrion's fault for telling Varys that shit. It's just to add it up. So much stuff, bro. It sucks, man. The thing is, too, here, I get Tyrion saying to kill her, but, like, if you kill her, her armies are still there. I mean, I know there's, you know, it's like cut off the head of the snake and it dies, but... Shit. What the fuck? Let me find out. Drogon just sleeping right there, bruh. God damn. Protecting his mom. She's finally here, bro, after all this time. Oh my god. Even in the situation we're in now, this is still dope as fuck to see. Man, I really thought during that speech she was giving, bro, it wasn't gonna go that direction. Like, I thought maybe she'd try and salvage this shit and say, you know, fighting's over, we can live peacefully now and shit. But the fact that she said we're gonna keep expanding, that's what upsets me about all that. Damn. The music's got such a dark tone to it now too, because I guess technically she's the villain, right?
Have you been down there? Have you seen children, little children burned?
I tried to make peace with Cersei.
She rung the bells, bruh.
She used their innocence as a weapon against me. She thought it would cripple me.
Bro, the bells though.
You can forgive all of them. Make them see they made a mistake. Make them understand.
He's still trying to salvage this.
We can't hide behind small mercies. The world we need won't be built by men loyal to the world we have.
The world we need is a world of mercy. It has to be.
Yep.
And it will be.
You've shown zero mercy.
How do you know it'll be good?
Because I know what is good.
It's kind of like what I say is right.
I don't.
You do. You do. You've always known.
And that's why he's scared, bro. Because he knows what you're doing isn't right. Bro, like, how can you build a world of mercy when you show no mercy?
We break the wheel together.
They could have ruled together if she would have.
My queen.
If she would have shown mercy.
And always.
If she would have just showed mercy last episode, man. You know what I mean? They could have ruled together, but I don't think this is gonna work out. What the fuck was that? Did he stab her? He fucking stabbed her? Oh my god. They're killing her off? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? The dragon knows too. What the fuck? He literally just came up here and did it. What the fuck, dude? Oh my. Oh my god. Dude, no, not John 2. Dude, no, not John 2. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? They killed her off, bro. Why? Oh my god, and John had to be the one to do it, dude. What the fuck? What about her armies and shit? They could literally just still fuck you guys up. What the fuck? Dude, she's literally dead, bro. They fucking killed her off, man. Bro, why did, like, dude, why did it, why? Why did it come to this shit? Dude, he's gonna kill John. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's trying to destroy the throne? What the fuck is, what are we doing here? Oh my god. This is supposed to be like the wheel breaking now that she's dead. Dude, what the fuck? How could they just kill her like that, man? I guess she like turned into the villain. What the fuck, man? They literally just killed her by John fucking giving her a hug and stabbing her. What the fuck? Oh my god, man. And I still gotta sit through 40 minutes of this fucking episode, bro. And I feel like I need to talk about what the fuck just happened. I don't know how I'm supposed to watch literally another 40 minutes of this shit without talking about what the fuck just happened. They really just like that, man. Like, really. Dude, I feel bad for Drogon, man. Dude, what the fuck? This is how it's ending? This is how the show's ending? What the fuck? Dude, how, like, man, dude, I'm so upset. Like, this is really the direction we chose to go. Really? What? They're there too? Dorne? Iron Islanders? What? Dude, so this information was just let out and everybody had a meeting?
We've had enough war. Thousands of you, thousands of them. You know how it ends. We need to find a better way.
We do not need payment. We need justice. Jon Snow cannot go free.
Damn. Bro, I'm surprised they didn't just kill Jon right away. I mean, I guess I get why they didn't. I guess I get why they didn't kill Jon right away because, again, he's. I don't know. I feel like they would have. I mean, I guess maybe because they don't have a leader, so they didn't know who to follow, and that's why they called this meeting. But like, fuck.
I like to think my experience has led to some small skill in statecraft and an
Uncle. Please sit.
None of them are even listening, bro. They don't care. They don't take you serious, bro. You say you were involved in 2 wars, bro. You were like a prisoner.
Maybe the decision about what's best for everyone should be
left to everyone.
Well, everyone.
Literally have a vote. Democracy. Of course, none of them are going to take that serious because none of them care about the people.
Dogs a vote as well.
I'll ask my horse.
Sam's right. But I mean, these people don't care about people that are under them, you know, citizens and stuff.
Half the people hate me for serving Daenerys, the other half hate me for betraying her. Can't think of a worse choice.
Who then?
Jon, let him know his name. Grey Worm ain't gonna like that though. Jon's gonna end up on the throne. Even though there's no throne left.
There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story. Nothing can stop it. And who has a better story
And Jon Snow.
than Bran the Broken?
No way Bran is gonna be king. No.
The boy who fell from a high tower and lived.
No.
He knew he'd never walk again.
Dude, he literally said he can't be a lord. You're telling me he's gonna be a fucking the king? Dude. Bro, this is just a stupid decision. Not only that, Bran, you talking about how you're not Lord of Winterfell, you're not gonna speak up now?
Will not be born. They will be chosen. On this spot are the lords and ladies of Westeros to serve the realm. I ask you now, if we choose you, will you wear the crown? Will you lead the 7 kingdoms to the best of your abilities from this day until your last day?
Why do you think I came all this way?
He knew this was gonna happen because you can see the future, bro. This is like, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with this shit. This is a stupid writing moment, in my opinion.
Aye.
Fuck with Samwell though. I mean, the fact that I think this is stupid as fuck doesn't change the fact that I'm still gonna smile at this.
Aye.
The North will remain an independent kingdom, as it was for thousands of years.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like Sansa's character anymore. She was literally at fucking peak after she left Ramsay. She was like one of my favorite characters in the show, and then they fucked her up.
Bran the Broken, first of his name, King of the Andals and the first men, Lord of the 6 kingdoms.
6 instead of 7 now.
Protector of the realm.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this.
You will be my hand.
No, Your Grace, I don't want it.
That's why you'll
And
be.
I don't want to be king.
Damn.
I don't deserve it.
You cannot.
Yes, I can. I'm king.
This man is a criminal. He deserves justice.
He just got it. He's made many terrible mistakes. He's going to spend the rest of his life fixing them.
That's his punishment. He doesn't want to be the hand, but he's gonna have to be. Grey Worm wants some vengeance, man. Damn, I guess there was a time jump. That's why Tyrion was looking more rough, huh?
Letting you walk free would start a war. So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch.
What? He's
Still Night's Watch.
A few years as Hand of the King would make anyone want to piss off the edge of the world.
In other words, he'll be out there to see you. I mean, at least, you know, maybe Tormund will join him on the wall. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not happy with this ending at all. I feel like this is fucking horrible. Bran should not be fucking king. Jon should not be sending him, going back to the wall, literally ending up where he was at the start of this fucking story. Wasted 7 seasons of character development, I feel like. Daenerys shouldn't have been killed like that. I just, bro, like, dude, fuck. He's looking like the Night's Watch Jon again, though. I mean, I feel like Jon couldn't be king because he was the one to kill her. You know what I mean? So it's like the wheel wouldn't really be broken. But, dude, man. I feel bad for Grey Worm. Lost Miss Sunday, lost Daenerys. He's gonna go where him and Miss Sunday were supposed to go to. Aw, maybe he'll meet her family and he'll protect them because she said they couldn't protect themselves and he said we can. So maybe he's going out there to protect, you know, the island of Noth.
I wish there'd been another way. Can you forgive me?
No. Honestly, Sansa, you're a big reason all this fucking happened. I hate, like, bro. All because she fucking couldn't keep the secret Jon told her to keep.
The North is free thanks to you.
But they lost their king.
Ned Stark's daughter will speak for them. She's the best they could ask for.
I'm not going back north.
Where are you going?
What's west of Westeros?
I don't know.
She gonna go search?
No one knows. It's where all the maps stop. That's where I'm going.
She's gonna go explore. I like that ending for Arya. Continuing to go out and explore. She's been alone, you know. She's been alone the past few years. She'll be fine. Dude, this is probably a sad moment for all the actors, you know? Never mind the characters. This was probably real tears actor to actor, you know? Macy Williams and Jon. I don't know Jon's real name.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me.
You were exactly where you were supposed to be.
Oh, is she reading that book about... Is she gonna see Jaime in here? Is she gonna write stuff in for Jaime? Jaime's name was right there a second ago, wasn't it? Yeah, writing the stuff about that happened with him being set free and saving Sansa and them. Took a river run from the Tully rebels without loss of life. Lured the Unsullied into attacking. Died protecting his queen, yep. Faced the army of the dead and defended the castle against destruction. Man, I should go back and pause it and read all that. That was a cool moment, man. As much as I hate the decisions they made in this episode, there's been some good moments in it. Sir Devos, Sam, Bronn. I was wondering what the fuck happened to him.
He's not kind.
He...
You what? What does he say about me?
I don't believe you're mentioned.
Damn, really? Not at all? As big of a part as he played? That's crazy. Bro, people need to start putting some respect on Tyrion's name. Battle of the Blackwater. This shit with the, you know, Daenerys and everything. Like, bro, put some respect on him.
And Drogon? Any word?
Yeah, that motherfucker
He
gone.
was last spotted flying east to
Farther away, the better.
Perhaps I can find him.
I wonder if Bran can warg into him. Imagine. That'd be some shit. Because he's an animal.
The Archmaester is less than enthusiastic about the salutary effects.
I imagine he isn't using them properly.
I think we can all agree that ships take precedence over brothels.
100%.
I think that's a very presumptuous statement.
Of course Bronn does, man.
I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel.
Oh man, dude. There's been some good dialogue and shit, but there's also been some really bad choices. Is this the wall? Dude, I want to see, how are they going to repair Eastwatch by the sea, bro? That wall is just fucked, man. You know what I mean? It's always going to be broken there. So she's technically queen in the north, right? Since they're an independent kingdom now. The hint of the Game of Thrones theme in the back. Slower and changed up. Yeah, Tormund and Jon side by side, man. She looks badass as fuck. Now she's got her throne she's sitting on. Okay, so she took some of the northern men and took a ship and sailed out. I thought she was just sailing with some random people. Maybe she caught a ride again like before, like with Bravos. I mean, now you don't have to be really scared on this side of the wall because no more wildlings, really. I mean, I'm sure there's still people out here you have to be afraid of, and the main thing, no more fucking White Walkers, right? So think about how much you can expand this direction now. Explore everything. Why the fuck are kids coming out here? Are we doing an expedition beyond the wall? Even if so, why kids? Or is he leading the wildlings back home? Was that supposed to be a sign that winter's ending? A little green growing through the snow? I mean, at least wildlings and them can work together now, right? I don't know what this is supposed to fucking be. Is this supposed to be them fucking going on an expedition, or is this them going to find the wildlings a new home? Is this him taking the wildlings to their home? Like, what the fuck is this? Well, I guess like there is less snow on the ground. Maybe this is supposed to be summer's coming and winter's ending. It felt like a short winter though, for as much as they made winter seem like it was a huge deal in this show. I mean, I know we had a lot of time jumps and stuff in 6 and 7. This is it? That's how we're ending this? Bro, really? Oh. Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 6 is in the books. Ladies and gentlemen. Man, I hate to say this. I really do. Because I love Game of Thrones and you guys know how much I love, you guys know how much I love Game of Thrones. You guys know how open-minded I am when it comes to stuff, but this right here, the choices they made with ending with this episode and the ending they had, bro, and the directions each character went, bro, I feel like we're fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I'll say this right now because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. I still love Game of Thrones. Even seeing how this ends, I know this is the end of Game of Thrones. This is it. And I know the books are still being written or whatever. I think they're on book 5 or 6 or whatever. I love Game of Thrones as a whole. I would rewatch this entire show 100%. Season 8 as a whole, I loved every single episode minus this one. Even this episode in and of itself, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't really like it as far as character choices, but there were still some cool moments in it. There were still some great shots and whatnot. There's still things in the episode I can find that I enjoyed personally, but as far as like how we wrapped up each character, bro, I really didn't like it, man. First of all, let's start with the Daenerys shit because that's like the first big thing in the episode. Prior to Jon killing Daenerys in this episode, I will say I actually liked it. Okay, no, scratch that. Let's start with the Daenerys speech. Daenerys' speech, bro, I did not think was going to go that way. I thought she was going to come up there and, she's going to be like, it sucks what happened and everything like that. Kind of like what Jon said, kind of try and mend the wounds, essentially, and try and salvage it a little bit. Like there was a lot of destruction. She's sorry for all the civilians that were hurt and stuff and lost and whatnot, but now we can like rebuild and we can be good. You know what I mean? And try and salvage it at least a little bit. But then she didn't, and she talked about expanding, which I don't understand why she talked about expanding either, because she had never mentioned that before, you know what I mean? Her whole thing was getting to Westeros and getting to be queen, of the 7 kingdoms, not to go out to all these other fucking places and quote unquote liberate them. And the whole thing with her liberating the city, she didn't liberate this city. The other city she did save like the slavers and everything like that. Yeah, but this city, no, she just like straight destroyed it. You know what I mean? So I didn't expect her speech to go that way, and I didn't like that it went that way at all. I feel like that was a horrible choice writing wise. I mean, I guess at that point you can't, how much of it can you really salvage after last episode, after what she did? But she could have at least tried. And the main thing with the speech is the whole expanding thing. Like, why the fuck are you talking about expanding to Dorne and taking over different parts of the world? Like, what the fuck do you mean? I don't get that part from her speech. That's the first thing I didn't like about the episode. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a lot of negativity right now. Focused on this episode. I'm sorry, it's just because a lot of stuff happened in the episode and a lot of stuff I didn't like. So I don't want to seem like I'm just shitting on Game of Thrones as a whole. Game of Thrones is a fucking amazing show and an amazing series. It's just this last episode here is what kind of upsets me. Even last episode, I liked last episode, man. Even episode 4 and everything. But this episode, man, pissed me off. And then with Jon killing her, I just like when it comes to Jon killing her, like, yeah, there's 2 directions you could go with it. I feel like one, obviously him not killing her would have been the one I wanted to take. and maybe, you know, again, like the whole speech thing, if she gave a better speech and maybe try and salvage it, and then she could have done what she was talking about to Jon. She was talking to Jon about building the world in a world of mercy and kindness and whatnot, but it's like she wasn't trying to show any mercy or kindness, you know. She talked about expanding more and taking over more land. She talked about, you know, executing Tyrion and not showing any mercy, you know, like you're talking about showing mercy and whatnot and building a world with mercy in it, but you're not showing anybody any mercy. You know what I mean? Like, it contradicts itself. So how can you build that world when you're literally not showing anyone any? And the whole thing too with her, when she was talking to Jon and she talked about Cersei using her kindness against her, using the people against her. It's like, yeah, she was, but ultimately they surrendered and she rung the bells. And it's like, even if you wanted to still kill, you know, her and all the Lannister army, bro, you could have just waited. You could have accepted their surrender. You could have gathered them all up and you could have executed them. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to burn the city to the ground to kill them. What the fuck are they gonna do if they surrender? They drop their weapons. You know, we had the Northmen there. We had the fucking Unsullied. They literally round up all the fucking Lannister forces there. And then they go and get Cersei and Jaime. Maybe Cersei and Jaime escape out on that boat. I think Jaime would have died regardless. Maybe Cersei escapes ultimately, but like, you could have killed all the other Lannister forces. What's she gonna do? Ever come back by herself with no forces or anything like that? You know what I mean? She'd be gone forever. And you would have killed all the Lannister forces that you wanted. Granted, people would have been upset and talked about you executing, but it wouldn't have been to this degree of you killing people in the city too, you know? And then, when Jon killed her, bro, I was so confused. Like, I heard the stab sound, but I just didn't believe, like, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, bro, it just frustrates me so much because, like, I get like, I could see some foreshadowing thinking back on stuff of her being, you know, of her snapping and kind of killing everybody in the city and whatnot. Like, I saw the foreshadowing there at certain times, but it's like, especially in the past couple episodes when people really started, like, essentially since she got to Westeros, I guess, but mainly after the episode of the White Walker War, you know, when people really started to fuck with her and, like, I mean, really started to, you know, go against her, like Sansa, bro. Like, Sansa, dude, Sansa's character arc, bro, is so, like, fucking fucked up, I feel like, man. For me personally, dude, at first I didn't like her early on when she was, like, with Joffrey or whatever. You know, when they were kids prior to Robert dying, I didn't like her. Then I did start to like her and feel bad for her when she was, you know, going through all that stuff. Then when she, you know, when she got away from Ramsay was what I felt was peak Sansa, right? You know what I mean? And then they just kind of fucked her character up, bro. Like, she was hating on Daenerys nonstop for no reason. You know, just because she wanted the North to be independent. It's like, I get that, but you committed treason by telling, you know, Jon's true heritage to Tyrion. And you did that knowing what was going to happen. Like, quite frankly, like, it was a domino effect that caused all that shit to happen. She never told Tyrion. The Daenerys stuff never would have even happened. You know what I mean? It would have been a completely different situation because the whole stuff with Varys and Tyrion would have never happened. Because that led to her, you know, seeing people on her small council, Varys and Tyrion, turning on her too. Sansa was already turning on her. And then Jon had said he, you know, didn't say that he loved her, even though he did, which bro, like, I get, like, you're related to her or whatever, but, like, at the end of the day, you still love her. Even if you tell her, like, I love you in a different type of way, like, tell her that. You know what I mean? And then the whole Tyrion saying he loved her too, but obviously in his own way, not in a relationship way. Like, tell her that, like, show her that she has love here, bro. Like, there's so many different ways they could have gone with this. And even if they wanted to set Daenerys up to be the main villain, let's scratch all that, bro. Let's scratch all this shit about the Daenerys, about my problems with, like, Daenerys being killed. Let's say all that should have happened. You know, she went crazy. She killed them all. Jon should have killed her. You know, I agree with that or whatever. Let's just say that, hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, if that was how I felt, what the fuck are you guys doing making Bran king? First of all, that shit doesn't make sense to me at all. Bran being king, like, this entire time, ever since he's become the Three-Eyed Raven, every time somebody's called him a lord or some shit, he says, I'm not a Lord of Winterfell. I can't be the Lord of Winterfell. I'm the Three-Eyed Raven. He doesn't say I don't want to be. He says I literally can't be the Lord of Winterfell. So how can he suddenly be the fucking king? You know what I mean? Like, that shit does not make any sense at all. I don't like Bran's character. I like what they did with him. I don't like what they did with him this episode, bro. Like, the whole Three-Eyed Raven thing, cool, great, fantastic. What the fuck are we doing this episode making him king when he's literally saying he can't even be the Lord of Winterfell? You know what I mean? And then not only that, let's fucking jump forward again to Jon. What the fuck are we doing? literally putting Jon back to season 1. Bro, Jon's character development in the show was my favorite character development out of anybody. There was fantastic character development throughout the fucking show. But Jon's story in his, like, from season 1 up until last episode, like, fucking fantastic, bro. Like, he should have ended up on the, I mean, I get why he didn't end up on an Iron Throne, because he was the one who killed Daenerys, and it's like, you know, the killing never stops or whatever. But like, bro, you just send him back to the wall. You literally reset his story, essentially, dude. Like, I don't, like, that's a horrible ending for Jon. Like, I get, oh, he's with the wildlings, he's with Tormund, he's back at the wall. Bro, that's a fucking horrible ending for him. Like, what the fuck? That is the worst ending he could have possibly had, in my opinion. And I know people aren't gonna agree with me. And again, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. So, you know, don't take it to heart. Don't feel like I'm attacking you. This is just how I feel, bro. I feel like his ending was literally the worst they could have done for him, bro. You're literally sending him there. Not only that, when he killed Daenerys, I feel like, bro, you're telling me they called a fucking meeting to figure out what happened to Jon? You're telling me the Unsullied Grey Worm, anybody wouldn't have just straight up killed Jon and Tyrion like that after that? You know what I mean? Like, he literally killed Daenerys. I mean, dude. I mean, I guess I can kind of get it because, you know, again, they're just soldiers, so they don't make their choices really. They take they take orders from other people. They don't really, you know, make decisions like that on their own necessarily. But fuck, man, I don't know, dude. There's a lot in this, and then the fucking Sansa shit pisses me off so much because she literally is a fucking huge reason this shit happened, bro. She hated on Daenerys from the start for no reason, just because she wanted to be in the fucking pendant. You know what I mean? She wanted to be the queen this entire time, and it pisses me off. She literally caused so much death and essentially caused, I mean, bro, as much as it was Daenerys' fault for doing what she did, a huge part of it was because of Sansa too, with everything she fucking caused. You know what I mean? Like telling Tyrion about Jon's true, you know, lineage. Like, why the fuck would you even do that? She knew what, every character has said it, bro. Daenerys said it, and so did fucking Tyrion. Both of them literally said Sansa knew what she was doing when she told Tyrion who Jon was. She knew what the fuck she was doing, you know? So like, bro, they fucked Sansa's character up. I don't like what the fuck they did with her character at all, man. Like, she's sitting on the fucking throne in Winterfell and whatnot, and she's the queen and shit, bro. I don't fuck with that ending at all for her, bro. I don't like it. I just, man, like, she caused so much, dude. It just irritates me, man. It really does. Arya, honestly, Arya, bro, her ending, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, she never wanted to be a lady or anything like that. She can take care of herself. She wants to go expand and explore. It seems like something her character would do. I would leave her character ending the exact same, bro. Just going out, expanding, and doing her own thing. You know what I mean? Like, that was a cool ending for her. Dude, I feel like they butchered a lot of these fucking characters just in this episode, man. I feel like they really, really did, and I don't know. Like, I mean, I get you guys had so much time between these seasons and whatnot. Like, I've only had week to week, but just like, man, I did not expect it to end like this, bro. Bran being king, Sansa being queen in the north, Jon back at the wall, literally back to season 1. Like, I just feel like this could have ended so much better, and I'm not even like upset about it feeling rushed or you know, the seasons being shorter last season and this season. I would have been perfectly fine with that. Like I said, I've loved every single episode up until this one. Literally, this is the only episode in the show I think I've had a big problem with, you know? Every other episode, even last episode that people talk so much shit about, even episode 4 that people talk so much shit about, I fucking love those episodes, bro. I will rewatch those motherfuckers in a heartbeat. This episode right here, they just fucking butchered everybody, man, and I don't know, it upsets me, man. It doesn't ruin the show for me. Like, this is still a top 3 show of all time for me. You know what I mean? But dude, I feel like it could have been so much better. It could have been so much more, dude. Like, you could have, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know who should have been king. I don't feel like it definitely shouldn't have been Bran. Because Jon killed Daenerys, I don't feel like it should have been him. I was going to say maybe Sansa should have been Queen of Seven Kingdoms, but I feel like she just loves the North too much that it shouldn't have really been her, because I don't know. I mean, like, I would have been happy with her being queen in the North, you know, of her own, in the North being independent, had they written everything else differently. But the fact that they wrote her character like this over the past season to cause so many issues and fuck over Daenerys like that and put us in this position partly, it makes me dislike her character so much, man. And like, I feel like there was just there was just so much more opportunity here to have a better ending for all these characters. And I'm not even saying a happy ending, bro. Like, I'm not even upset that this isn't necessarily a happy ending, so to speak, right? Like, we could have still killed Daenerys and went a different direction. Like, them killing Daenerys wasn't really the point where I was super upset about it, you know, as far as like saying this episode pissed me off or like they butchering characters or nothing. Like, it really didn't start until they fucking started talking about Bran being king and sending Jon back to the Knights. Like, that's when it fucking went downhill for me, like, fast as fuck, bro. Like, they could have definitely had Jon kill Daenerys and still had a better ending than this, but they fucked up, dude. Like, oh my God, bro. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I need more time to process this shit and think about what happened. I feel like I need to rewatch the episode, but I'm not happy with the outcome of it, man. I'm not. I'm happy with Game of Thrones as a fucking whole. Fantastic show. Top 3 of all time. Want to rewatch it and probably will at some point. At least some episodes, man. This season, I would still say the season was good. I really liked it. The fucking visuals, the music. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Fucking fantastic, bro. But this episode right here, they really fucked things up bad, dude. Like, I can understand some of the hate now. I feel like a lot of people hate way too much on the show, because for me personally, like I said, this is the only episode I have a problem with. I know everybody has their own opinions and whatnot, but I loved everything else in Game of Thrones minus this episode, bro. Minus the second half of this episode even, bro. Literally, dude, I don't know what the fuck the writers were thinking when it came to ending these characters like this, dude. The Bran shit doesn't make sense. The Jon shit is literally just a reset on all that fucking character development we had from him. Which I get, he's still that person with the character development in mind, but it's like he's back at the same point he was in season 1 years ago. He basically reset his fucking life. You know what I mean? Again, with Sansa being queen in the North, I would have been happy about that had they not made me hate her character prior to it. You know, like this past season, I have just really started to hate her character, man. Like, I loved her character. She was literally a top 3 character for me at the end of the Ramsay shit, man. During that Ramsay shit, when she, you know, had escaped with Theon, she was a top 3 character for me, and then they just fucked her up. Arya, that's the only one they didn't completely butcher and kill, I feel like, ending wise. I don't know, man. I am a little disappointed with the ending of this show, but I know we have House of Dragons coming, which is a prequel. I'm sure that's not going to change anything for this, you know, but regardless, man, Game of Thrones is in the fucking books. I am starting Breaking Bad next, and we are doing a live stream. If you are watching on Patreon, we are doing a live stream tonight. I will say it one more time. April 16th, 5 to 6 p.m. PST, around there is when we're going to be starting the live stream. Just doing some Game of Thrones shit, doing some trivia, answering some questions from you guys and whatnot. If you're watching on YouTube, the live stream's already passed, but I will probably be uploading a highlight video for that. So keep an eye out for that. But guys, Game of Thrones, fucking fantastic. Series as a whole, I would give a 9 out of fucking 10. Probably 9.5 out of 10, maybe. This last episode really fucking butchered it for me a little bit. Quite frankly, if they finish this series off better than this, like if they changed this episode, redid it, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, man. But I think overall, I'd say 9 out of 10. Fantastic show, fantastic visuals, fantastic story. Poor ending, but everything else, fucking amazing, guys. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is a movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? Want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.